Welcome back to Just Scribble. About a month ago, Bastion Bolt Action pens reached out to me and asked if I would want to try out one of their pens from their website. So I went online and I checked out their pen options and I decided that I would take them up on their offer and I would try out one of their pens. And originally I was going to check out their fountain pen because they do have a fountain pen on their website, because I do really love fountain pens and I actually hadn't seen a lot of reviews or posts about Bastion's fountain pen in the planner community. However, I know not everyone that watches my channel and not everyone in the planner community likes fountain pens. And I also sometimes want a non-fountain pen for my planners. And so I decided instead that I would check out one of their signature Bolt Action ballpoint pens. So I was able to pick out the pen. It was kind of hard to decide which one that I wanted. They have different colors and finishes on different pens, and then they are made out of different materials that have different weights. So to help me narrow down my choice, I took the weight of my Tactile Turn pen, because I do have a pen from Tactile Turn, and it is kind of heavy. So I took that weight, and then I looked at the weight of different Bastion pen options, and I picked one that was lighter than that Tactile Turn. So I ended up picking their aluminum pen, and I got it in pink because I thought it would be fun and different. So I got the pink one, and I have had this for a few weeks and been using this for a few weeks because I wanted to actually be able to tell you guys my true thoughts about using it. I didn't want to just unbox it and tell you my thoughts just from the unboxing. So when I got it, it did come in a box. This is the box. Oh, if I can get it open. And it was sitting down in that foam, and then it came with this little felt pen case to put it in, so it just kind of slides in here. And I put it back in here when I was carrying it this week to work, but I haven't actually been using this. I'm not a huge fan of single pen cases like this, but also this is felt and I have dogs, and so it keeps getting dog hair on it. But I know some people like to have their pen protected, so it was nice that it came with that. And then it came already filled, and I've actually changed out the cartridge, but it came filled with a ballpoint pen refill that's no name. It's just a generic ballpoint pen refill. And then they sent me an extra one as well, but I stuck it somewhere and I can't find it. So I did get two, one in the pen and one outside of the pen. And one of the things that I was curious about in this pen is, even though it's a ballpoint pen, if I could change out the pen cartridge and use a gel pen cartridge instead. So I did try several. I actually tried an inner gel. I have one here. And you can see that the inner gel is longer, which isn't a big deal because you can actually cut these to fit into pens. But if you'll see how much thicker that is on the inner gel, you actually can't get this even in the top of the pen. So I did try the inner gel. I tried a Uni Ball 1 because that is one of my all-time favorite pens. I adore those pens. So I tried those. I even tried the Stylogy Ballpoint. I think it was the oil that I tried, and that didn't fit either. So in my experience, you can't change this out with a gel point ink refill. I wish that you could, because I prefer gel pen over a ballpoint pen, but you can change it out with other ballpoint pen refills. So I did buy this Parker ballpoint pen, which has gel ink in it, and so I did replace it with this Quink gel Parker refill that's in the standard Parker style refill. So any standard ballpoint style refill that's the Parker style will work even if it has gel ink like the Quink gel from Parker, but it has to be a ballpoint style, a Parker standard ballpoint style refill. So this is theirs, and I will put it back in and do a writing test with you guys, but I had switched it to the Quink gel because I do prefer that. So this is the pen. It is weighted, but it's not as heavy as my Tactile Turn. It is very comfortable to hold. It's got a very nice soft finish on it. This particular pen, the aluminum one, comes in different color options, but the finish is the same. They're all smooth. They do have some pens in different materials that are matte. They have some that have texture, and they have some limited edition ones that come out. And like I said, they have a fountain pen, and they also have a mini pen, which I did toy with getting. However, you have to use their refills in it. From what I read and what I've seen, you can't refill it with anything else, and I didn't want to deal with that. And also, I knew that Uniball 1 was coming out with their new P, like pocket-sized tiny pens, and I adore the Uniball pens, so I didn't really want to get the small size in this. But they do have a small size, and it is a bolt action, so you pull down on this and slide it that way, and your ink or tip comes out, and then you slide it back and it goes back in. It is a very smooth slide, but I will say it is very addicting. So I did have this at work and I was using it at work, but I found that I was sitting there playing with a lot and it was kind of annoying myself, and I'm sure it was annoying my colleagues. So I don't personally think that this is a good pen for me to have at work, but it is a great pen for on the go or for at home or for with my planner, like my EDC planner. It has a clip on it. The clip is really, really nice. The pen writes really nicely. I haven't had any issues with it. There is like a loose kind of rattly sound in there. That's just this little ballpoint thing. Nothing is loose. It's just the design of it. It just kind of rattles, but it's only if you shake it really hard, which I don't think you're going to do. So to change out your ink, you just unscrew this here, and you'll see, maybe, I don't know if you can see it inside there on the camera, but the hole inside gets narrower, which is why the Energel won't work. You can't get it like past halfway down here because it gets narrower. But you take that off, and then, oops, and then there's a spring that you don't want to lose, and then there is your ink cartridge. So this is theirs, and you just stick it in there. You stick the spring back on, screw it back together. It screws nicely. It's a really smooth closure right there. There's no like bumps or anything like that. And then you are good to go. It's kind of how the pen works. And like I said, I have been using it for several weeks now, and I do like it. So I thought we would just do a quick writing sample. So this is the Bastion Bolt Action pen. I picked the aluminum, oh, I almost spelled that wrong, in the pink. The ink is very smooth. I haven't had any issues with it. Skipping or anything like that. And it's ballpoint ink, so it doesn't smear or anything like that. This is Rhodia paper that I'm writing on, and it writes really well, but I just prefer gel ink. So although I will keep these because I might need them in the future, I've been enjoying this Parker refill, and I bought these on Amazon. They are in my Amazon storefront if you're in need of some, but you just place it like that, super easy. And so this is the Parker Quink Gel Medium in black. There's the difference between the two inks as well. So I do have a discount code for you guys so that you can save if you shop on Bastion's site. So if you use the code JSYT20, and I'll put it right here and also down in the description box, you can save 20% on all of their products. So if you already have one of their pens and you need to get some refills, you can do that. If you have a pen, you want to get another one, you could do that. If you want to buy a few of their pens or one of their pens, you can save 20% on your order. So I wanted to share that with you guys. But overall, I've been really happy with this pen. I really like the weight of it. It feels really balanced in my hand. I'm really glad that I bought the bright pink. I wanted something that was fun and not boring, and although I was really drawn to some of the black matte and also some of the silver finishes, especially some that had like the texture on them, I just thought this was fun, especially since they were so kindly sending it to me to try out. But I've really enjoyed this pen. Like I said, I am less of a ballpoint pen person, more of a gel pen and fountain pen person. But I am really enjoying this pen, and I am liking it with this gel ink from Parker. So for me, it's kind of a good fit. But there's nothing wrong, like I said, with their ink. It actually was quite nice. I was kind of surprised because you never know, because it was a no-name sort of generic ballpoint pen refill. But that is my review on my Bastion pen. I just wanted to share it with you guys. I haven't seen a lot of people share the pink one. After they'd reached out to me, I did check out posts and stuff so I could see some of their pens in action, and I hadn't seen a lot of the pink one, and so I was excited also to share the pink pen with you guys because I really like it, and it's fun and it's girly and it's really addicting to play with that Bolt Action. But that's my review. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to comment below and I will definitely get back with you. Make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss future videos, and don't forget to just scribble.